There are as many types of artificial playing surfaces used for football as there are saying transformations. But do you know the differences between them and the correct footwear to use on each one? If you don't, you've clicked on the right video, as I'll be explaining it all. And make sure you watch all the way through to the end, as I'll be explaining a surface that only 1% of people actually know about. Synthetic turf is made from 100% man-made fibers and is often used for indoor football. It has a more kind of carpet-like texture to it, and a lot of people sometimes use it in their gardens. For these kinds of pitches, the best footwear to use are turf shoes with rubber soles. Indoor court can be somewhat acceptable as well. 1G or first generation pitches are those type of like really flat pitches which have a lot of sand on them. For this one, the best option is turf. 2G or second generation is similar to 1G, but it doesn't have all the sandiness to it. Again, the best option for this one are turf shoes. 3G or third generation is the one that most people will be familiar with. It uses synthetic grass fibers made from a plastic known as polypropylene and uses sand and rubber infill. So that's that crummy black stuff that gets everywhere. For this surface, the best outsole to use will be an AG outsole or a bespoke 3G outsole, as well as sometimes you see hybrids of a mix between FG and AG as well. However, I know a lot of people use FG boots on 3G pitches. Using FG boots on 3G pitches can increase your likelihood of injury because of the shape and length of the studs. This means you experience more rotational traction, especially with studs with straight edges. So when you're twisting and turning or changing direction, this puts a lot of stress on your joints and can sometimes lead to very serious injuries. If you plan to get a new pair of boots in the future and you play on natural grass as well as 3G, my recommendation would be to get a boot with an outsole which isn't too aggressive. These are usually boots where the studs have round or conical, and I'd even argue that some of the more modern AG outsoles can also be used on natural grass. Now, the benefit of using rounded studs is because they allow for more rotational movement. This means less rotational traction and less stress on your joints when moving and turning, etc. I will also say this, we have different bodies. I know people who've used FG boots on 3G all the time and have never had any injuries, and I know people who haven't been as fortunate. So just listen to your body for any kind of pain or discomfort and just be careful. I will also say that turf boots can be used on AG pitches as long as it's dry. I'm doing all of these ones together because they pretty much have a similar nature to them. Similar to 3G, they use synthetic grass fibers. However, these pitches do not require any rubber infill. So that just means a lot less swooping and vacuuming. And as you go from 4G to 5G to 6G, the only thing that is changing is the texture. The closer you get to like the higher the number, the more kind of closer the texture of the surface is to natural grass. And as you've guessed, the best outsole to use on these kind of pitches would be an AG outsole. However, because these pitches don't have the infill, they're a bit more friendly to sole players which are a bit more aggressive. Now, with hybrid pitches, the majority of people have never played on them or heard of them. However, you've definitely seen them, as they're used in the Champions League. These pitches are made from 95% natural grass and 5% synthetic fibers. So having them in this video is kind of cheating. But how is it done, you may ask? Firstly, millions of the synthetic fibers are injected into the ground, and then as the grass begins to grow, the roots intertwine around the synthetic fibers. This makes the pitch more durable and less prone to being torn up, especially in wetter conditions, thus making groundsmen's jobs a lot easier. Now, if you like more videos like this or just interested in football technology in general, be sure to support the video with a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.